Hey there, welcome back. Got some construction research done. Almost at 6, need 2 more turns for that. I can assemble some Telestic animates though. It's pretty cool. Can even do it in combat. What else can we do? Oh, sharpened weapons might be pretty useful as well. That's just weapons of sharpness. It's really useful. E3 though, which is a bit rough for us to cast. Guess we can communion easily to do it. Or earth power. We've got like 2 E2 mages currently. Yeah. And a 10% cast time temper armor. Sure. We're almost at 6, so we can forge a few things this turn. Murgos has been empowered in death. He's the Bone Reader. That's step 1 of his mission. We cast Stellar Beams successfully. Did a bunch of site searching and found nothing. Wandwald declared a funny bear-themed name, the prophet of Why Are There No Bear Pretenders? And we saw some battles. So first one was just Aboibia moving back onto Niffle. Nothing patrolling though, so we just got to see. I guess we'll just quickly look at the army again. Got the Sacreds in the front, who get the Barkskin Bless. Got this. Oh, very scary mage. Is this the Prophet? Or are they just all Holy 3? Didn't I say I was going to look at Aboibia next, or I don't know. Maybe I should look at Aboibia next. They've got this cool spell. If I haven't already looked at a nation, I guess I'll do a nation inspection on Aboibia right now, so I'll see you right after that. Hey there, let's take a look at Aboibia, shall we? Humans prefer heat scale. Light infantry, champions, light spider and rat cavalry. Damn, that's cool. Sacred light tiger cavalry. Earth, fire, air, astral and nature. Similar to mine. Strong priests, primitive forts. Let's take a look. So first up we've got a scout. He looks interesting. What is he wearing? Some kind of furs and stuff. A check and scout. 30 gold. Nice stuff. Next up, sword commander. He is inspirational +1 with 80 leadership. 70 gold. He's got forest survival and waste survival. Nice. Spider riding leader. +1 for 3, 80 leadership, spits webs. 90 gold. Sure, why not? What's your map move? 20. Pretty good. Then we've got acolytes, H1 priests for 50 gold. What are you wielding? A twig. Pretty cool. Also, forest, waste, and fire resistant. Next up, priest, H2 priest, 130 gold. Also fire, wasteland, forest. Good stuff. What were you wielding? Scepter. Bit of an upgrade. Young Druid of the Anvil. 70 gold gets you an E1, H1 mage, 7 research, fire resist, waste survival, forest survival. Pretty consistent so far. This is more interesting. Depth Druid of the Anvil, 155 gold. Just 1 in fire, air and earth paths, but they are H2 priests. They have 5 fire resistance, same terrain bonuses, but they recuperate and have sailing. Size points of 999, it's pretty good. Alright, they're pretty good. Leadership, what is your leadership? They're normal leaders, but they can sail with their troops. So that's it for out of cap mages. Just those 2 guys. They're pretty weak. Check out the cap mages, alright? Just recruit H3 priests. They are also sailors. Max size 6. What was the other one? I think that was only max size 3, right? Yeah. So these guys can lead around very big troops, but they only have 10 leadership. That's a shame. But yeah, recruit anywhere. Recruit in the cap for H3 priests. Pretty nice. Mage of the Waste next. Are these also cap only? Yes. So they just have a join pick on my paths. Fire, earth, astral and nature. Okay. 105 gold. 4 rec points. These guys don't seem terribly magically powerful so far, do they? But very priestly powerful. This guy's more intimidating. So F1, A1, E2, N1. With 1 pick. Fire, air, earth and nature. So they could be big earth mages, other than that, quite low paths, but they are also H3 priests. Wow. They recuperate and they curse you if they die. Nice stuff. Fire resistant 5. Alright, so we got quite a bit of like level 2 magic, I guess, from these guys. And then mostly, the biggest pet's gonna be Earth. But tons of Holy. I do not want my mages getting banished. That would be really annoying. Yeah. Alright, interesting so far. Let's see the units. Aboibia Champion, Longbow units, 10 morale. What's your precision? 10. Pretty... What should you use? Is that 9 gold? 10 gold, 8 resources, okay. Morningstar Champion, pretty average, basic Morningstar wielding troop. Sword Champion, same thing. At least they have a shield. Terrible stats. No, they've got very average stats, they just got low protection. They're fine. They're just massive little chaff units. Then we've got some Furbolg's shields. These are a bit better. They got much better stats. Iron shields, bronze scale hauberk, no helmet. Length 4 long spear though. They're pretty good. Furbolgs are always quite nice. Aboibia Pygmy Champion. So these guys are disease resistant and they swim. And they're little pygmies riding rats. They have a foul bite, which does disease, that's kind of annoying. And a stick. Very, very easy to master those guys. They have 0 protection and 7 hit points. I wonder if you keep the rat. If the rider dies, the rat will carry on fighting until the end of battle. I wonder how many hit points the rat has. Funny units. 46 recruitment points for that? Interesting one. Be funny to disease a bunch of guys with those units. Spider Champions next. 40 gold. Spider riding cavalry unit. Still pretty low protection. The giant spider will persist even if the rider dies. By fire resistance, wasteland forest survival. Yep. They're kind of cool, I think. So, the spider fangs do death poison, which is a big hit. And then they also shoot webs. So they're quite nice units, actually, to have mixed into your armies. Might die pretty quickly, though. 10 magic resistance. 13. And what about you? 13 magic resistance. These are the units we've seen. He's got the bark skin blast, so it takes their fire resistance but gives them 10 more protection. Nice defense. Let's see. Doesn't seem like they keep the tiger if the rider dies. At least not according to the text. They do recuperate though. And they have 3 attacks per round. Pretty hard hitting attacks as well. 16, 18, 15. All very short range though. That's good to know. These units and the Phantasmal Beasts would probably be vulnerable to my AoE Fire Shield spell, right? They're all like, it's like multiple short range attacks. I think so. I think that's how it works. But there we go, that's Aboibia. Interesting one. So, the units aren't amazing, but they're pretty cool. And the mages aren't amazing, but there's tons of holy in them as well. So, interesting one, not sure. Let's see what the sites are. Diaphanous Valley for 1 Earth Gem and 1 Nature Gem, and Holy Canyon, 2 Earth Gems and 1 Fire Gem. Alright, they don't seem too bad to go up against, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, let me know what you think, and I'll hand you back over now to the battle. See you in a moment. Phantasmal Beasts are really interesting. I guess we'll kill them easily enough because we've got magic weapons on our sacreds, but they're kind of strong. Next up, he also moved an army onto Forest of Gila. A much smaller one though. Just some Furbolg spears. And finally we attacked into the final ocean province that we can do. Deep Sea. Desiccated Warriors. Soul Slayers and Mental Blasts. Into some Kalulu. How many hit points do you guys have? 21. 28. Okay. So Mental Blast is going to bounce off them a little bit. So there are a lot more of these guys than I would have liked to see. This battle gets a little bit precarious for a moment there. But it actually works out extremely well. Because we take the province and we kill off a huge amount of our underwater troops, which is great, because we don't want them anymore. So, by pure luck, this battle went about as well as we could have possibly hoped. We killed the vast majority of the chaff and managed to take the province. So, cool. Unexpected event. This is our global, so it generates an event in one of our provinces, so we get to see how many pearls it generates. So we got 18 pearls from it this turn, which is really nice. Good start. And then also 2 random events. In Kognia, a thief stole some fire gems, 11 of them. But magic is suffusing the realm, and we gained 12 Ur gems, so interesting turn for gem events. My pretender foresaw that there will be a death match in 6 months. I don't think we could really assemble a thug that could compete in something like this, though, in the time we have. We don't have a good chassis for it. And we finished the fort upgrade in Dry Caverns. So, another very simple turn this turn, because still not really making any moves to war anybody. I have a spy in Zatopek now. I'm going to try and infiltrate. You can see a lot of units sat here. I have a spy on Satrani. Going to try and infiltrate. You can see a lot of units sat here as well. These are the 2 Satranian forts that Aboibia just put under siege. It would be really nice if these 2 guys kind of hammer each other for a couple of turns, because then we could easily swoop in and take this round, I think. If we just keep an eye on this, how this is developing. Yeah. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to swoop in and pick over the corpses. Continuing to try moving scouts down into this region though as well. And I recruited my first new spy in Gent as well, so spies are moving out in this direction too. So we'll try and build up a better picture of our place in the world. And hopefully we get 2 infiltrations off as well, so we can see graphs. We can get a better sense of our size and stuff like that relative to other people. I am stunned, by the way, that Kognia is still in the game. He's got a candle left in Fever Fens. Could he have maybe his scout was his prophet and he's just been preaching the whole time? Or like, it makes no sense to me that this guy is still in the game. In this like lower region of the world, we have 9 temples and a throne. And my prophet. And he still has dark candles in this province. Do you have it here as well? No. Just Fever Fens. Pretty crazy. We finished taking the water provinces, so the mages are moving back home. My death mage is now casting Twiceborn on himself. Currently D2. He can go walk over to the lake and drown. And if we're really lucky, he'll become a D3 white mage. So fingers crossed. And the only other thing this turn is I'm starting a lot of forging. We're almost at construction 6, but there's some stuff we can start doing at 5. So let's see. I'm also stepping up site searching as well. I'd really like to get all of my provinces searched for Earth, Astral, and Nature, and I guess Fire as well as a luxury. But I'm forging 2 Birds of Earth Boots. I only have 2 E2 mages, you can see. With Earth Boots, they will be E3 mages, which will let them forge Dwarven Hammers. So we'll make our forging a bit more efficient. So those 2 are doing that. Also forging a pair of Boots of the Messenger this turn. That is for the Death Mage to hopefully be able to walk a bit quicker into the ocean. I don't know if they'll allow him to do that or not, but even if they don't, Boots of the Messenger are always extremely useful. There's the Death Mage twice spawning himself. I should name him, really. Walled City gets upgraded in Ogwoods this turn, which is great. More site searching. And started building a walled city in Gent as well. So that's the next one to get upgraded. I'm going to try not blowing my treasury every turn, so that we can start building up a little bit of a surplus. But I have started recruiting units in all of my forts. I'm just getting 3 halberds and a chariot. I think that's pretty cool. And I think that's it for forging so far. I was thinking of getting a coin, but it would require me to use one of the E2 mages. I think it's better off they just do the earth boots for now. I am also moving a mage to Greenwoods. We will put a lab here one day. And I might then summon a Telestic Animate as well to preach while we're here. And like defend this one, maybe put a temple in it as well, defend it. Because Gent is now down to 1 white candle, even with the H2 guy here preaching. So we're getting pushed a bit on Dominion here, which I don't want to happen. And yeah, even though we have a lot of temples now. We've got 9 here, and then 2 here is 11, plus my god is here. But we still just can't push Dominion into this region, unfortunately. We're too pinched. So we'll try and strengthen Dominion here over time if we can. And that's it for this turn. No more slots left for globals. I might try dispelling Forge though at some point. But that is it for this turn. So that was turn 40. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Lots of site searching as usual. I also summoned a new diminutive Firelord for down by Kurgnia. None of the site searching spells found anything. Murgos twice spawned himself. He's now named Rotten Tom. And Nice declared a new prophet. They're AI though, that's the piggybacking guy. We tried to infiltrate Zatopek and Satrani, both of them failed. The spy was exposed and had to abort the infiltration. Events then, Chillad. This time we generated 30 pearls from Stellar Beams, which is really nice. Fever Fens, we caught a frog. Might as well just show that off. It's a frog. So there we go. It's 1 hit point, does a tiny bite for 1 damage. Shade Forest, very caught. Bunch of nice scales. And Dathan, another big one. A treasure has been found. 735 gold, an earth gem, an air gem, and a bright mail Haubergen. That'll be really nice to put on my profit, I think. Finished the walled city in Ogwoods. Pretty good. And patrolling troops in Kurgnia killed 1 dude. Who's even patrolling? Have they stopped patrolling? It might have just been this guy patrolling on his own. Why not? We'll stick him back on patrol too. Yeah, that's everything. Still a very nice casual turn. Doesn't look like anyone's trying to attack us just yet. Finally getting scouts down here. Got spies through here. Apparently this is Zerko's cap right next to us. Dominion in Gent has been flipped to Dark Candles, unfortunately. So we just lost a bunch of research in this province. Since we don't get the magic scales. Which is really bad. So we've still got the H2 preaching here, it's just not enough anymore. So I'm having my S3 guy assemble a Telestic Animate to help preach. Is that going to help? I don't know. I'm not sure how Dominion stuff works exactly, but we'll give it a shot. You might as well. It only costs 4 pearls. We'll stick up a few animates. We're almost done with Arcane Probing site searching, so we'll free up some more pearls. We're generating quite a few. So why not? We'll make the animate do some help preaching. In Greenwoods, building a lab. And in Sea of Mermaids, building a temple. So that's pretty good. We're on Dominion 9. We'll finish off doing all the underwater provinces. Every time an underwater province gets a temple, it goes up to 20 defense. I don't want it to get attacked by Indies and burned down. Well, I guess it's not burned down if it's underwater. I guess it's just demolished. In my cap, my god is going to do a Dome of Arcane Warding, because, why not? Block 50% of spells. This does block friendly spells, I have to remember that. But this is a gigantic Dome of Arcane Warding. It is a 3-year overcast, so for the next 36 turns, this dome will exist. Why not? We had lots of pearls to spend. In most games, I end up putting up domes after I've already been hit by rituals, so it's nice to actually get a big preemptive one for once. Seems like a good investment, I don't know. But there we are. Over in Kurgnia, my earth dudes have got some earth boots now, so they're both forging dwarven hammers. We'll forge a few of these. They give you a forge bonus of 2, which I think just means every item you forge is 2 gems cheaper off the primary. So we'll forge a few of those, and then we'll start doing some more construction. We'll have construction 6 next turn. I'm not sure where we're going to go after that. Probably, we might go all the way to conjuration 8 if we can pull it off. It gives us this really nice remote assassination spell, which assassinates people with the fire elemental. And then it also lets us summon ether lords as well, which might be pretty cool. I'm not sure. But yeah, we also need... There's some nice stuff in evocation as well. Especially for fire. We could easily do a big pillar of fire. It's only an F2 spell. It's 24 points of armor piercing damage AoE1, and then a 32 AoE fatigue. Pretty good. And then we definitely need to go all the way to the bottom of Thaumaturgy for all the big astral stuff. So I don't know what we're going to research exactly, but we'll get the Conjuration next turn, and then we'll definitely get Conjuration too. What did I just say? We'll have the Construction next turn, and then we'll definitely get Conjuration all the way to 6 at least. And that's more or less what's happening. We can move underwater in 1 turn with the shoes, which is nice. So Rotten Tom's going to go drown. Hopefully he gets additional death. That would be really nice. And is that it for everything I'm doing this turn? It might be. Let's see. Dwarven Hammers, Gnome Laws and stuff. Lots of site searching being done. Temple underwater. Enter site. I'm scrying Lilithor's Throne. It's the only Lilithorsian province I don't have a scout in, so I'll just see what's there at the moment. Why not? Then with Arcane Warding. Assembling a Telistic Animate. Yep, looks like everything. So, still a very chill turn. But I'm continuing to keep an eye on this, and yeah. Either one of these people will be a good target to invade, or just trying to like steal some of this stuff after a war will be the next plans, I think. And while that's happening, we have to just keep an eye on Zoko Lilithors and I guess Zatopek as well. I'm going to be sat on this throne for probably the rest of the game with a giant stack, so something to bear in mind. We did get another E2 big mage this time, which is nice. We've had a lot of N2 guys for a while. They're all N2. We can forge 2 nature boosters very easily. There's the True Lord Staff as well. I can't remember what that is to forge. Maybe that's quite hard to forge. But we can easily get lots of guys to N4, which is not nothing. And that's it for this turn, I think. Some commander's doing nothing, but that's fine. So that's turn 41. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. Got some research done. Got the construction finished. Conjuration, we don't really get much interesting at level 4. Although the improved Phoenix Power, AoE 15, doesn't need a gem, and improved Power of Gaia, AoE 15, doesn't need a gem, are both really useful. That's about it, though. We might send some salamanders one day, I suppose, but that's about it. We also summon sleepers. We'll keep going. We assembled a Telistic Animate, did a massive Dome of Arcane Warding, and cast lots of site-searching spells. We found a few, I can't remember where they were though. Iron Cliff, this one's underwater in the underwater fort. That's an extra earth gem, very nice. And Painted Cave in Fever Fens, that's another pearl. So also really nice. It's not too bad. Our dead prophet's power have left the world. So I'm declaring a new prophet this turn. We infiltrated Satrani. Didn't quite do Zatopek. We generated 16 pearls this turn from the global. Not a huge amount this time, but still pretty good. In Kognia we got more province income and some defense, and in Sievron 2 Ur gems. So that's pretty nice. I might make this guy here, I've given some items, my prophet, since he's S3. I might rename him though and give him a slightly different name, I'm not sure. For now he's just, still just named Algorithm myself. But there we go, he'll be my new prophet. Just so that he can teleport around, really. So that's good. And let's look at the Satrani graph, I think. So Satrani is this player. This is being played by Ramk. It looks like he might be extremely pushed in at the moment. He was at war with both Itsmu and Aboibia. I think I see it as now going to join forces with Satrani to attack Aboibia though. So there's been a reversal over here. Let's just check the graphs while I remember. So again, confusing. Kurgnir is the blue line, and Satrani is actually the light cyan line. So in terms of provinces, yeah, they're tiny, especially relative to us. I don't think they've got many provinces left. Forts, same stuff, they've flatlined for most of the game. I think they've been stuck in this war for the entire game. Income, it's on a downward. It doesn't look good. And army size is actually pretty... I think they're punching over their weight at the moment in army size. Although they can recruit Mushus that have lots of hit points, so that inflates that a little bit. Yeah, but they're a lot closer to me than like the provinces are, if you know what I mean. Like... So that's Satrani. I think we can definitely contest this throne soon. There's no reason to do it yet though. I'll wait until a few provinces have exchanged hands or a few armies have been lost. And it gives us time to forge a lot of items as well. So in terms of forging this turn, making 2 more Dwarven Hammers with my Dwarven Hammers. So they're slightly cheaper, so that's good. Still doing lots of site searching as usual. I'm ascending more Celestic Animates, and I might just put one in all my forts, because why not? They can just sit there and preach all the time. Here's the one we just constructed this turn. They're just H2 priests, really. Yeah, that's nice. I'm going to move a S3 to Greenwoods to put one up there as well, so we can preach from here. Gent is still neutral, but we've got positive Dominion in Greenwoods now, which is quite nice, I suppose. We really need to bulk up our Dominion in this region, unfortunately. Speaking of forging, I've got my god making a bottle this turn. Bottles will be useful on some important mages, because I'm going to have at least one mage carrying... Well, there's my prophet should get a bottle. One mage is going to have the Banner of the Northern Star. I'll just, why not show off these things? One mage is going to be carrying this, so whoever carries this can have a bottle as well, since it's kind of important. So yeah, my god will just forge some bottles for a little bit. And yeah, while I was looking through things to forge, it made me realise we have better access to some globals than I thought, really. Because we can forge the Ring of Wizardry and Ring of Sorcery. Which is not something I usually do in a game, because I don't usually have a huge Astral Caster in a game. So this opens up a lot of things for us. For instance, we could actually have Gift of Health if we wanted it. We have a route to that. So we'd need... we'd need... So Gift of Health is N6, so we'd have an N2 with a Thistle Mace and a Moonvine Bracelet and a Ring of Sorcery, would forge a Tree Lord Staff, and then replace the mace with the Tree Lord Staff, and that gets them to N6. So that's pretty cool. Something I don't usually think of. But yeah, we also have the Pearl Income for it, sort of. So that's something to bear in mind. But forging, once I've got, I'm going to make like 6 hammers, I think, and then once I've got 6 hammers, it's going to be, I'm going to be making Boots of the Messenger, Shrouds, Skull Caps, maybe like a Pen Booster or something. Maybe something that takes Fire Gems. I'm going to be making like just sets of gear every single turn and just putting it on all my big mages. And they're going to make a pretty ridiculous communion. Another item that's really good is going to be the shield that gives you whatever it's called. This one. It gives you Power of the Spheres on turn 1. If a mage has this, and there's a banner in the battle, that makes if that's an S3 mage, they're S5 just to begin with. And then we can also make a big Astral Communion if we want. So when we get down to the later Astral spells, I mean, stuff like Mass Paralysis the entire battlefield is going to be trivial to cast. Is there anything... Improved Soul Sundering. This becomes spammable. It's only S4. You can probably get a bunch of guys doing that, like in a Communion. It's an AoE 6 Soul Slow. Although weirdly, it doesn't actually Soul Slay people, it's just damage, but it's Soul Slay in Spirit. Yeah, but that's the plan at the moment, so we're still just sitting tight, doing research, and yeah, once we've made a bunch of items, we'll roll a big Communion-heavy army at this throne, I think. It's a bit tricky because there's an Inkpot end here, which means anyone sieging this fort is going to get diseased. And my S3, well, my big cap-only mages are not undead, so kind of a problem. We can cast Cure Disease, so that's something, but yeah. That's pretty much it for this turn. So we got plans. It's just, yeah, still a few more turns before we actually do anything. But that's okay. We will also have Conjuration soon as well, which opens up other doors for us because we can start summoning mages. Including some death and mages and stuff. And speaking of death mages, of course, we are drowning Rotten Tom this turn. He's going to be a D2 white mage, and if we're really lucky, a D3 white mage, which would be really cool. We've got another Bone Reader at the moment. He's going to head to Kogner and just do Dark Knowledge for a bit. And then we'll get another Bone Reader who'll do Auspex for a bit. Most of our provinces are almost completely searched now, which is cool. And income is pretty good all around, so yeah, I want to do lots of forging. So this is really nice. But that's things as they stand. Anything else happening? We're making Dwarven Hammers, Ballistic Animates, lots of site searching, bottle leveling water, and ooh, Walled City gets finished in Gent. That's nice. I'm saving up some gold in the treasury. Next turn's going to be an expensive turn. But after that, we'll start working on another building upgrade. Yeah. Got a scout in a spy in Zoko's cap this turn as well, so that's another infiltration target attempt. Should probably get one into Lilithwars actually, now that I think about it. One in Icea. Yeah, in a couple of turns we could be churning out items, have spies in like most capitals. World's our oyster. Let's see how things work out. But that was turn 42, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.